They told us value had to be earned the hard way, that draft day smiles, scout praise, and years of silence were just part of paying dues. They told us black quarterbacks had to wait their turn, that the right way to succeed was to bow, to blend in, to be grateful for a shot in a system that was never built for us to lead in the first place. But Shadore Sanders just ripped that narrative to pieces before even playing a single down. Let's be clear, a fifth-round pick just generated $250 million in jersey sales. Let that sit for a second. Not a Heisman winner, not a Super Bowl champ, but a young man they claimed wasn't ready, a coach's son they swore was riding coattails. His draft stock didn't drop because of lack of talent. It dropped because he refused to perform humility for the cameras. And now, before taking a snap, he's pocketed $15 million in jersey commissions. More than some starting quarterbacks will see this entire season. The same critics who dismissed him are now tripping over themselves to rewrite the story. Because what Shadore just pulled off wasn't supposed to happen. Not like this. Not this loud. And not this unapologetically black. This isn't just a headline. It's a cultural moment, a shift in power. It's what happens when black excellence refuses to ask for validation. Shadore didn't wait for the NFL to anoint him. He showed up crowned. And the discomfort that creates? That's the point. This is bigger than football. It's liberation in cleats. If this is just the start, the league better buckle up because the rules have officially been rewritten. Let's call it what it is, theft in plain sight. They tried to rob Shadore Sanders of his value on draft day. They pushed him down the board, labeled him a project, as if he hadn't already proven himself against Power 5 defenses, as if he hadn't already carried a team on his back, as if he didn't already have the poise, precision, and leadership NFL teams claim they want. Just not like this, not from him, and not with this much pride. The truth? The second he showed up branded, polished, and unapologetic, he stopped being just a prospect. He became a threat to their formula. Yet, despite being overlooked, whispered about, and disrespected, Shadore flipped the script with one number, $250 million. That's how much his jersey moved before preseason. From that, $15 million straight to his account. That's more than some Pro Bowl quarterbacks' base salaries this year. This isn't hype, it's economics, it's leverage. And it didn't come from a slick corporate rollout. It came from the streets, from people who see Shadore as more than a quarterback. They see themselves in him. This isn't about the Browns. Fans aren't pledging loyalty to a helmet. They're repping number 12 for what it symbolizes: confidence, culture, and control. This generation is done waiting for representation to trickle down. Shadore didn't beg for a seat at their table. He built his own, plated it in gold, and now the league is asking for an invite. Make no mistake, this isn't the system embracing him. It's the people forcing the system to acknowledge him. Player value has never been confined to draft slots or 40-yard dash times, and Shadore Sanders just proved it on an unignorable scale. They laughed when the Browns dropped his jersey before training camp, called it a gimmick, said he hadn't earned it, said he hadn't thrown an NFL pass. But while they scoffed, the people clicked, and not just clicked, they crashed the site, treating it like a Jordan sneaker drop, not a rookie QB release. Within hours, his jersey was number 1. By day 3, it outsold the top-selling rookie jerseys of the past 3 years combined. That's not hype, that's hunger. Hunger that had been simmering for years. The NFL and its critics didn't get it. This demand was never about the team. It was about the man. Fans weren't waiting for ESPN's blessing. They were waiting for the link. When it went live, it became a digital protest against everything Shadore wasn't supposed to be. You don't outsell entire franchises because of nepotism or marketing tricks. You do it because people see you, feel you, and want to be part of what you represent. This wasn't just a viral spike fueled by sports Twitter. This was years of intentionality. From Jackson State to Boulder to Cleveland, Shadore built loyalty brick by brick. He didn't ride his father's name. He refined the primetime blueprint for a TikTok generation. Sharper suits, cleaner delivery, the same unshakable belief in himself. The old media still doesn't understand. They think fandom is local. But Shadore's reach is national, global even. He represents a shift where identity matters more than geography. Young black fans who never trusted the NFL are showing up for him. While they mocked the jersey drop, Shadore was making history. This is not a stunt, it's a movement. No algorithm, no PR firm can fake what he represents. His rise is built on resonance. He speaks to a generation don't let the silence fool you. Behind closed doors, the NFL is rattled. This was never in their script. A fifth-round pick wasn't supposed to dominate headlines, outsell top 10 selections, or arrive at camp with an army of loyal supporters, a media presence, and brand power that rivals veteran stars. But Shadore Sanders did exactly that, and the league's playbook has no answer for it. Cleveland's PR team had to pivot months ahead of schedule. Before he threw a single pass, interview requests, brand deals, and influencer collaborations were flooding in. Marketing plans were rewritten, digital teams reassigned, merchandise operations expanded, all for a rookie they had barely begun promoting. Unprecedented? Absolutely. And it's not just Cleveland scrambling. League executives everywhere are holding late-night meetings trying to dissect how this happened. But here's the problem: they can't manufacture it. You can't fake authenticity. You can't buy cultural credibility. Front offices are scanning rosters for the next Shadore, dreaming of replicating his impact. But his movement wasn't born in a boardroom. It's about connection, about trust built long before the draft. That's what they can't replicate. Old-school football minds, the ones who believe draft position equals value, are watching their hierarchy crumble. For decades, rookies were expected to earn respect quietly, follow orders, and never cause waves. Shadore flipped that upside down, proving influence can precede performance. And the NFL doesn't know how to handle that. They're scared. Scared of a future where power flows from the player, not the shield. This isn't just a brand breakout, it's a coup. Every GM, scout, and agent is watching the blueprint in real time. The wait your turn era? Done. NIL cracked the door open. Shadore kicked it off the hinges. High school athletes are already modeling his media strategy. College quarterbacks are polishing their public image, building their audience, and studying his playbook for monetizing without compromise. Shadore didn't wait for a brand deal, he was the brand deal. Now agents are getting schooled by 19-year-olds asking, how do I build what Shadore built? The pre-draft process is evolving. It's no longer just combined drills and highlight reels. It's about poise, presence, and whether you can walk into a locker room with a fan base that belongs to you, not the team. That used to be frowned upon. Now it's becoming a business model. Bring millions of followers, bring loyal jersey buyers, and you're no longer just a draft pick, you're a revenue stream. And here's why Shadore's model is dangerous to the status quo. It's built on control. He didn't sell out to corporate branding. He didn't hand over his story for someone else to sanitize. From day one, he told his own story, in his own voice, and the people responded. That terrifies a league still clinging to the idea that rookies should be blank slates, easy to mold and mute. But Shadore walked in fully formed, fully aware, and fully unafraid. The future isn't about molding stars, it's about recognizing who walks in already shining. This isn't about Ohio. Most people wearing Shadore's jersey couldn't name 3 Browns players, and they don't care. This is person-based loyalty, not team-based allegiance. From Brooklyn to Birmingham, Oakland to Orlando, kids are mimicking his pre-game walk. In barbershops, men talk about his composure and confidence like it's a lost art. In high school locker rooms, quarterbacks adjust their sleeves, perfect their swagger, and study the Sanders presence. This is not a fan base. It's a movement, cultural, emotional, generational. His impact isn't just measured in merchandise or highlight reels, it's in how he makes people feel. For black fans, especially those who've watched black quarterbacks get their voices muted and their confidence branded as arrogance, Shadore is a revelation. He speaks with clarity, leads with conviction, and refuses to dim his light to make others comfortable. The NFL never saw this coming because their entire model was built on city loyalty and team-first mentality. But Shadore is a one-man franchise, and the people didn't need a winning record to invest in him. They needed someone who wouldn't fold under pressure, someone who could wear diamonds and quote scripture without breaking stride. Now Cleveland is riding a wave they didn't create. Their social media metrics are surging, national relevance is rising, but the power source isn't the Browns, it's the Shadore effect. The league wants to bottle it without confronting why it works. For decades, they sold the story that the logo mattered more than the player, but Shadore just cracked that story wide open. And here's the truth the old guard hates: they can't stop it. The player-first era is here, and Shadore isn't just part of it, he's the prototype.